So this is where I live, and this is something that I don't know what I'm doing, and that really, really excites me because friends, I've been thinking a lot lately. I want to get back into vlogging, and I'm jumping right in. I have no plan, don't know where this is going, haven't really thought it out. I just know I want to scratch that creative itch, and today felt like a good day to get started. So let's see where this goes. For those of you who don't know me, let me put 60 seconds up and explain to you as fast as I can who I am, what I'm doing, and why you should care. And thank you, algorithm, for bringing you to me. My name is Mark Bricky, but I go by Hey Bricky on YouTube. I have a channel called Hey Bricky where I talk about the art, heart, and design of the Disneyland theme park. We study the past so we can better predict its future. And whereas a lot of people that do theme park YouTube channels focus on rides, food, merchandise, strategies, I don't do any of that stuff. I focus more on the design, the intellectual part of it, how it all comes together, because in my lifetime, I have been a celebrated designer. I worked in the music industry for over 2 decades. I still actively work in the design industry, managing big clients, working on consumer products. I absolutely love the world of design. So getting into making a channel about the Disney parks through the lens of design gave me the availability to talk to people about design that maybe have never quite thought about it. That's my 1-minute pitch for those that don't know me. And now my 60-second pitch for those that do know me. As you know, last year I was able to double the size of the channel. Actually, I should run a timer. There's no way I can do that off the top of my head. And in doubling my channel, I really figured out what Hey Bricky was going to be on YouTube. But I've been doing YouTube for a very, very long time. I've experimented a lot, had a tremendous amount of fun. And now that I figured out my main channel, its content, how much I should publish, there's room in my schedule to do a little bit more. Now, not to do 2 videos a week for Hey Bricky, because those videos that have been doing very well for me, they are an insane amount of research, writing, filming, editing, and work. And I love it. But there is space in the margins to do something different, or to do something else, I should say. So I figured out that other thing I would do would be completely different. Sometimes we'll be in the Disney parks, but sometimes we'll just be all around Southern California or wherever I go. I wanted to have a creative space, just be creative, to share my story in a very loose format compared to what you're used to. And as I've said, I don't have a plan yet, how it all comes together. I'm literally, for somebody who's very, very structured, I'm trying to go loose. And the only plan I'm trying to have is to not have a plan. And then the second plan I'm having is to have fun. And I already am. But I am very, very excited about having a loose format place to just get creative and to do things that maybe don't fit into the very, very tight restrictions that I've created for Hey Bricky. And I love what I'm doing over there. That will never go away. This is a bonus to that. It is not a replacement to that. So don't get misguided. So what I'm trying to accomplish today is, you may notice there's like a little speck in my footage. That's because I've gotten something on my sensor. There might even be like a little smoky halo. That's because something got on my sensor of my camera. So today I'm doing something I've never done before, and I'm not going to do it on camera because it would be way too nerve-wracking to do that. But I got to clean my sensor, and then this camera that I use is a professional grade camera. It's a full frame camera. I love shooting in Disneyland with it because it makes all the footage, I think, look, pretty cinematic. It gives you a lot of deep detail. So whatever we're talking about, you can really kind of see that. I will be filming a lot on this channel with this camera but not exclusively, because some of the things I'm going to do over here, I just need something that goes at a faster pace, a little bit less responsibility, and also something that I'm not worried about somebody trying to steal from me, because I've had the luxury of always being in the Disney bubble when I've had thousands of dollars of camera equipment on me. That's not always going to be the case anymore as we go on some of these adventures. So I'm also today going to try to buy a new camera. But try to buy a new camera is part of it, because, you know, prices are getting high, supply is getting short in demand. So I'm trying to get a camera before you can't get it anymore, or before you can't get it at this price. I'm trying to be Indiana Jones running with the boulder behind me, but the boulder behind me is tariffs. And if all does go well and is according to plan, I will be ending my day at Disneyland, where I'll be filming a video that a lot of people have requested. I'm making a video about this family named the Popes, who are the only people that ever lived on Disneyland property. But that's just like the top of the iceberg, because their story runs so much deeper than that. So the goal is to go to Disneyland tonight and film in the closing hours. I think somebody's dog is not responding to them. So there's two ways this goes. Either I get the camera or I don't. And if I get it, then that unlocks a section of videos that I want to do with a more of a sports camera. But if I don't get the camera, then that unlocks the challenge of trying to figure out how to find one, and hopefully trying to find one at that price, because Costco is selling it for like $200, $300 cheaper than everywhere else. And that just is not going to last with supply chain and everything else that's going on. Okay, camera update. There has been some drama on this plan. Camera I'm trying to get is an unbelievable deal, but it's already gone up $80 where I want to buy it, but the product is running like super scarce. So my man Glass, out running errands, knew I wanted to get the camera today. He goes to the Costco in Anaheim. They have no cameras. He ends up talking to somebody. They say the closest place that we can get the camera is Hawaii. And we are probably closer to Hawaii than you are, but we are far from Hawaii. That is not happening. Like, it would no longer be a deal once you add in the airfare, travel time, and hotel. So he talks to a manager. Managers combs all around the area, and we find there is one Costco in SoCal that has 3 of these cameras. 2 they can't sell because they've been returned, but 1 is still brand new. Glass puts it on hold, and he is right now hauling Glass ass down to Huntington Beach to try to get the 1 remaining camera that can be sold in Orange County. Fingers crossed, I get an action camera so I can do a lot of the things that I want to do over here without carrying around the big dog. I mean, the big dog's still going to be a part of the channel, but it would be nice to have a smaller grab-and-go camera, as I explained earlier. I will keep you posted. This is a story in progress. The only bad thing is there will be no footage of us going to Costco. There will be no footage of me getting to enjoy Costco treats. But at this moment, it's about securing the camera first. Got to get my hands on that camera. Hopefully it's going to work out. A for real hidden Mickey out in the wild. How cool is that? And there is one more piece of drama. Is the camera lens cleaning kit gonna show up before I can go down to Disneyland to film tonight? So many pieces in motion today. I kind of like it. It's the perfect day to start the vlog. There's so much natural drama. My man Glass has come through and found the last remaining DJI Osmo Pocket 3 at a Costco in Orange County. Do we believe this is the last one?
I mean, it's the last one that you can buy. There's some returns that they wouldn't sell me, but that's the last one you can buy.
Last one we can buy. And luckily for me, my man has already set it up for me. And so we have this running. And basically what you did is, because you're a professional photographer, you went through it and put more of the pro settings on it. So instead of running it totally automatic, giving it similar control to what I have here on the pro camera.
Right, I mean, you know what you're doing on this.
Sometimes.
So you're gonna be very familiar with this as setting, ISO, white balance, exposure, all those good things. So I just basically set it so that it's easy for you to pop in, change your settings, and then get going with what you're recording on it.
So you have one of these too that you're going to use to attach to your camera, because Chris does like portrait photography. So it's going to give you the availability to shoot content, like video content, while doing photo content.
Yeah, I mean, these days, even if you're a photographer, you have to create video. Yep. It's just the name of the game now. So even if it's not content for my clients, if it's more for me just showing what I do as a job, but also being able to offer that service to clients as well as behind the scenes footage to use for Instagram stories or TikToks or Reels or things like that. Yeah, it's just a handy little device to have to record that type of content.
I was like not into this camera. Like, so many people are using them and it's making everybody's channels look the same. But I saw the footage that you did out in the backyard of your lemon tree.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, if you know what you're doing and you put the time into it and you buy ND filters, you can make this a real camera.
Yeah, I mean, it's powerful. It's very powerful. I don't know, it's a capable little device, and it's easy to just kind of throw in a bag or in your pocket, as the name implies, and get some really good footage. So I'm not much of a video guy. I'm more of a photographer, as you can tell.
So hopefully I can make this happen, and hopefully I can make my Disneyland plan happen. All right. It is now 20 till 9. This day started at 7 o'clock. I'm gonna go into the park and film a video that I'm really looking forward to. Spent all day yesterday researching, spent all day today writing. I'm pumped on this one. Gonna go do that. I'll let you know how it went when I'm done. Because there's one little thing that I have to figure out tonight. The park closes at 10 o'clock, which is good. It's very, very good, because that means the extra hours where it's empty isn't super late at night. But it doesn't empty out as fast when it closes at 10 o'clock. And my goal is to film in Frontierland, where I can tell my story. And Frontierland is just like a hallway, right? It's a hallway full of people that are always coming and going. So it's a very, very difficult part of the park to film in. And if you're new here, I try really hard when I'm in the theme park to show nobody other than me. On this channel, that won't be so avoidable just because I'm out in the world, but I always do try to offer the absolute most amount of attention and politeness to everyone that's around me. The goal is to capture my story and nobody else's. But from time to time, you will see people living their life in the B-roll. You just won't be able to make out who they are. That's all intentional. Setting the vibe, not interfering on somebody else. And so the reason I say maybe it'll work out if I go to Disneyland is that I ordered my camera cleaning gear last night from Amazon, and I need it to desperately show up so I can clean my lens, because I don't want to shoot a evergreen piece of content with a little speck on my lens. My good buddy came over Sunday and I thought that we had fixed it, but last night when I wasn't hanging out with a bud and I was really focusing, I was like, oh shit, it's still there. So hopefully if that kit shows up at an appropriate time, then that will allow me to clean the sensor. We have to do surgery to this camera.
Yeah, we gotta get this right again.
Yeah, I got something on the sensor. I'm afraid to touch the sensor myself, so Glass is going to perform surgery. And the best thing is, this will be the first thing I get to film on my new camera, is the old camera getting surgery. Right, so this is the regular camera that I carry around. So you can see it's much bigger, and we have to pull the lens off because we've got dust inside of there, and it is taking me a while to get used to this camera. And so this is the kit that I bought at midnight last night when I realized that the camera still had dirt on it. So let's go.
That's not it.
And I cannot state how nervous I am about touching the sensor of my camera. Because you scratch the sensor, it's back to Best Buy, and thank God I got the coverage on it. So this is how shady this is. They tell you how to figure out if you have dirt on your sensor, but they don't tell you how to clean the sensor because they don't want to be responsible if you scratch your sensor. Oh God, heaven help us.
I think maybe we just put a little bit of this. There's no alcohol in this. This is the only solution.
And then they say drag it just one direction only.
Okay. Legit don't see a single thing on this sensor. Okay.
Think we got it?
Looks good.
So we are proofing it right now.
It was here?
No, it was down. It was like a little subtle dot right in that area, and I'm not seeing anything. So I think we got it.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Yes. That would allow me to go down to Orange County to try to purchase a camera, and then I'd be able to go to Disneyland with a clean camera and film the video. That's the plan of the day. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me. I hope it's interesting to you. Because really, I think the value that I can offer my audience is that I have a pretty interesting way of making a living. I do a lot of different things. I am constantly in a flow of creativity, which means that I have 3 different jobs because I can't focus on one thing too terribly long. And I also feel like I can bring a level of like creativity and design into people's lives and just kind of maybe give an alternate take on a solution or how a story could be told. And there just are some opportunities that pop up in my life that just don't fit on my main channel. I'm trying to really make sure that the approach to Hey Bricky is finite, that it's very, very like laser focused on what it is. But I also want a space to not have that laser focus and to go out, explore the world, talk about art, design, architecture, and just, get into some adventures and bring you, my friends, along with me. And there's one part of the story that I've left out. Years ago, like 11 or 12 of them, I started a design podcast where me and my friends would talk about what it was like to be a designer, to be a freelancer, which is super important, and also what it was just like navigating the creative landscape. And over that journey of adventures in design, I've done 1,855 podcast episodes, which has allowed me to interview all kinds of creative people from all different walks of life, from TV executives to filmmakers to illustrators to musicians and bands. And the cool thing is I take all of that knowledge that I've learned from these people, and it's up here and it's applicable to all the things around me. So the amount of problem solving and creative perspective that I can offer because of this journey I've been on, I feel like there's a value to that. And so one of the things I hope to do over here is to kind of look at the ordinary and explain to you why it's extraordinary. Explain why the details matter and why things are special. And I had debated on, do I just make the first video just like a full-on adventure, or do I kind of set up what the story was? And I went back and forth, and it kind of made it to where I was like, I need to decide something because I'm itching to start this. And I decided the best approach was to do just what I'm doing. Kind of give you a little bit of context, because I know one of the things that you look for in a YouTube channel, because this is how it works, is you look for consistency. And even though I'm saying I don't have a plan, the plan is to make it fun and exciting, but to also structure it around a bunch of reoccurring themes and narratives. So if you like art and design, if you like inspiration, and if you like adventures, and if you like going to weird places and meeting weird people and learning weird things, this will be hopefully a destination that you will enjoy to show up to day after day. I would also anticipate that a big character on the vlog will be California, Southern California, and in particularly Long Beach, where I absolutely love living. And kind of a final thought for this part of the video is I'm a big believer in a very simple principle, and maybe this will help you out in some sort of way on whatever you're debating. I believe if you're not doing the thing you want to do today, then you're never going to do it. And by that I mean like actively participating on the path that you want to go on. Like if your goal is to be rich and famous and you're not rich and famous today, I'm not going to say that it won't ever happen. And I know that's a very dumb example. But what I'm saying is this: if you're not at least on the path of the thing that you want to be doing today, you probably never will do it. Because it's so much easier to talk yourself out of things, to I got to make a plan more, I got to save more, I got to study more. When the reality is, it's best to jump in. Because when you jump in, you learn something very valuable. Real world experience. Do I like this? Is this right for me? Am I good at this? Is it working? Is my dream not proper and I need to re-dream it again and get it proper with the way that it works with society? I am a big believer in jumping in. And today was the day I decided to jump into a new project. I'm so happy you're here. Hopefully you come back again. And if you enjoy this and want to go on this adventure with me, make sure you hit subscribe, because I would love to take you on all kinds of adventures and do this together, me and you. So cheers to those that are already doing the thing that they want to do, and big cheers to those that are going to get off their ass and start doing it. Pinkies out. Ooh, love my cold brew drink. And one more thing. What do you think this door's for? Like, what do you think this door's for? Like, it's this tall. What do you do with this door? Oh, no, don't fall.
Hear this tale. In the name of resistance, speak the name.
I literally forgot about the new fireworks show, which has put a major delay on my evening shooting plans. It's gonna get tight to get this done with the park closing at 10 o'clock. Oh, the challenges. Well, as I predicted, I ran out of time. I got halfway done. But the good news is, this video, the Pope video, is so important to me that I'm filming it a week early, giving myself 2 weeks to put it together, because this story is absolutely wild. Friends, I hope you enjoyed the first vlog that I put together. And if you'd like to see the bonus content of today's vlog and watch it commercial free, head over to my other channel, Hey Bricky, where you can become a magic brick key holder that allows you to help me keep making quality content and taking you on these adventures as much as I can. If I don't see you over there right now in the bonus content, I'll see you tomorrow, maybe.